Welcome to Kids Corner. Is it hot in here?
Actually, it's hot everywhere. That's what happens in May. It's not the hottest month of the year, but it's warmer than April. The average temperature can get up to 66 degrees.
Wow.
That means it's warm enough to wear light clothes and play outside.
Well, that must be why we are so thirsty and hot now, because that's exactly what we were just doing. Good thing we brought our water bottles. We were smart. Playing always makes me thirsty. But why?
Well, our bodies, meaning our brains, our hearts, blood, and whatever else you can think of, are 70% made up of water. We have to keep our water level up in order to be able to move and use the parts of our bodies that are made of water. But now that the weather is warm and we are more active because we can play outside now, that makes us lose water. Like when we sweat.
So when I drink water, I'm replacing the water that I lose?
Exactly. And it's really important to do that, or you will feel very tired and collapse. That wouldn't be fun, Sam. So, cheers.
And kids, I brought my own reusable water bottle. That way you can save all the plastic that you'd use from a traditional water bottle like Joe. But either is fine. Well, now I feel much better. And I feel refreshed and ready to start the Maysical episode. I love May because there's only 1 month until summer, so I can't wait for it to be over.
Whoa, Sam. May's a great month. Just because it's so close to summer doesn't mean it's not as fun. There's a lot to do in May. We've already gotten to play outside. You can start going to the beach. You can start celebrating Earth Day, Mother's Day, and even Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, but don't you just wish that May could be over so that school could end?
I bet that by the end of today, you will love May. It will be fun. I have an idea. Let's play a game. Hold my hands. Ring around the rosy.
Okay.
Ring around the rosy. Pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes. We are for dead.
Well, I love that game, but can't we play that in any month of the year?
Well, Ring Around the Rosie is a Mother Goose rhyme. And did you know that May is officially Mother Goose Month?
Really?
Really, really. Just one thing about it. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you go see Miss Crafty?
Huh.
I bet she has something fun planned for May. It'll definitely change your mind.
All right, then. I will see you later.
See you, Sam.
Hi, Miss Crafty.
Hey Sam, how's your May going?
Well, it's going all right, but I wish it would go a little faster so that summer could come.
Nonsense, Sam. May is a great month. If it went by too fast, we wouldn't have time for all the fun stuff.
Like what?
Well, every May I like to go to the beach with my family, and I like to go at least once a weekend. It's a great way to say goodbye to spring, and the beaches aren't too crowded yet.
But, Miss Crafty, isn't the water still too cold?
Well, yeah, but you can still play in the sand, and sand can be a lot of fun. Let's do a craft with sand. Actually, we have time for 2. I bought these kits from Color Zone. I bought a Powerball kit, and I bought the sand kit. Have you ever wanted to make your own basketball, Sam?
Of course I have.
Well, now you can. And it starts off really easy. Just I'm gonna put this back down. And we're just gonna take one of these molds. And it comes with really cool sand. And kids, your molds should look like this when you get them. And actually, I made a mistake. We have to put them together. And then you put the sand inside the molds. So you just get it back together. There we go. I'm just gonna put this down and choose the sand colors I want. And this is my favorite part because it's really creative and you can't mess up. Woo. So just when you're doing this, you want to fill your ball up or your little orb up almost all the way, but not all the way, because it won't be able to bounce if you hold it the whole way up, kids. So be careful with that.
These colors are so pretty and stuff.
They're so springy, Sam. Oops, it looks like my ball opened. Alright. I'm having some little problems with my ball here. I think I fixed it.
I'm almost done, but
Alright, so we're going to use yours as an example then. And it looks like your ball is just about right. So what we're going to do is we're going to just place it in the water. And you're going to leave it there for about 10 minutes.
okay.
And when that hardens, we're going to take it out and then we're going to also let it cool down for 10 minutes. And with that, your ball is going to be molded into a bouncy ball just like this.
That's so cool.
It's so pretty, right?
So what's our next round?
Our next craft is sand art. And this is my favorite craft because I've been doing this since I was little. So we're just going to grab any little fixture you have here. And you're just going to take a funnel that this little kit comes with. And you're just going to funnel sand into it. And it comes with a whole bunch of different colors. And I make one here, and you can see. And if you shake it up, it changes all the colors. So
I have an idea. How about, since there's only one funnel in the kit, how about we work together to make each of them? First yours, then mine.
that's a great idea, Sam. I think I'm going to start off with the pink.
That looks awesome. Especially because, I don't know, it's almost like it's a heart, even though it's a circle. Because it's pink, you know?
That's right, Sam. What color do you think I should use next?
Maybe we should do a backwards rainbow. So like pink is like red, and then what would come next is orange.
That's right. So I'm just going to pour the orange in. Just going to make sure the funnel isn't too full, because if it is, then the sand doesn't go down. But for when that happens, kids, our kit comes with a cool little stick like this, and you just mix it around, and the sand should go through the funnel just fine. Just have to give it some time. Let's see. I'm having a little trouble with this.
How about?
There we go.
This looks like something was clogged.
Alright, awesome.
Think we need any more orange?
I think we're good on the orange. So I'm just going to level that out. And I'm going to take yellow because that would be the next color in our rainbow.
And it's almost like a yellow-green. So because there's no green, it doesn't even matter. We have a blue.
That's right. So I'm just going to pour it in slowly so it doesn't get clogged up like it did last time. I'm just going to wait for it to seep through. Shake it a little to help it go along. I'm just going to keep pouring some more yellow in. Or yellow-green, as you said. I'm going to sift it along. And maybe some blue.
Sure, but I think we need to put a lot in, or else this is going to take forever.
That's right. You want to help me pour that in?
Sure.
I'll hold the bottle for you. Wow, the sand's going down so fast.
Careful, you might jinx it.
Uh-oh. And kids, be sure that when you're making this, that you're not dropping sand everywhere, because if you are, you're going to have to clean up after, and you don't want to leave a mess for your parents. Let's see. Do you think we should do purple now?
Sure.
We're gonna have to do a lot of purple too, you're right. Alright, so here we go with the funnel. Mix it around.
I like this teamwork, Miss Crafty. This could be a great two-person activity.
You are right. You can do this with your brother or your sister, or maybe your friends or your mom or your dad. Too bad they don't have sand like this at the beach, though.
Yeah, it'd be a whole lot prettier.
It would. But I guess you could do it with sand and seashells or sand and rocks.
That could be super cool. And then maybe you could even, if you go to a bunch of different beaches, collect the sand and then make one of these full of all the different kinds of sand that you went to.
That is a really good idea. I'm just going to finish it off with some pink. And then
We will start mine. Look, it looks like a rainbow.
it's so pretty. I love making these little sand crafts. And Colorstone makes such fun kits.
Want me to help pour the paint?
Yeah, that would be really helpful. This is looking really good, Sam.
Only because you're helping this crafting.
Alright, I think this is good.
Cool.
We can just leave some extra space up top for in case we ever want to add any extra colors after.
Cool.
And then you're just going to take your little stopper and you put it on top. That's what it looks like when you're finished.
Wow. Now I want to do mine like a regular rainbow. So let's
Alright.
start with purple.
Okay, so I'll hold the little bottle for you.
Do you want to help push it through with the little tool?
Yeah, I can do that. Just sift it around and the sand should go down much quicker, kids. Alright. So Sam, how have you been enjoying this May weather?
I'm having a lot of fun, especially now that it's getting sunny and I can play outside with my dog. But, I don't know. I still just want school to be over, no matter how much Joe tells me that May is such an exciting month. I don't see what's so exciting about it.
There's a whole bunch of exciting things that happen in May. My mom's birthday is in May.
Mother's Day is also in May. So I guess that's another thing that has to do with moms.
That's right.
I think we can move on to balloons.
Good idea. Alright, I'm just gonna hold this, sift it down. My favorite part about May is that's when the birds really come out and they just chirp a lot and they have a whole bunch of pretty songs that I wake up to every morning.
Yeah, whenever I leave my window open, I wake up to all these birds outside my window. It's like I can't make them go away.
Do you know each bird has their own call, their own song?
No way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hear so many different sounds in the morning. What's your favorite bird, Miss Crafty?
I really like the nightingale.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
They're pretty little guys.
Well, looks like it's time for green, or yellow.
I think I like this shape much better than the circle. It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's super cool. Maybe I'll give it to my mom as a Mother's Day gift.
That is a great idea. Alright. Just mix it around again. And kids, while we're waiting to do our sand, our ball is still being made, so we can probably take that in a couple minutes.
Cool.
Alright. I think this one takes a lot longer to fill up though than the circle one.
Yeah, but I don't know, maybe it'll just look 10 times cooler because it took 10 times longer.
That's right. Such a positive outlook, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, this is taking a lot of time, so I guess we're gonna have to finish this later. So, I guess that's all we really have time for today, Sam.
Well, first we have to take out the Powerball.
We do. Alright.
Ooh. Wow, Wow! We're supposed to let it harden, but just to show you guys, look, it's hard and everything. And if we let it dry, then it would turn into a ball like this, right?
That's right.
And then it could bounce everywhere. That would be so cool.
That would be really cool.
I could totally play some tricks on my brother with this one. Well, thank you so much, Miss Crafty, for the super cool mazical crafts.
No problem, Sam.
I guess I'll see you next one.
Bye. Enjoy your May.
You too.
Bye, kids.
Where's Joe? Oh well, definitely had a good time with Miss Crafty. I guess May can be a good month. There are a lot of exciting things to do. Have you ever gone rock climbing? I bet that May is a good month for that because it's a great month. It's the first month that people ever climbed the top of Mount Everest. May 29th, 1953. What's that? You don't know anything about Mount Everest? Well, what a coincidence. I know everything about Mount Everest. It is the tallest mountain in the world at 29,028 feet, or 5.5 miles above sea level. That's about 20 Empire State Buildings high. Only about 660 people have ever made it to the top of Mount Everest, out of the 4,000 who have tried. When people climb up the mountain, they have to bring bottles of oxygen and other cool devices because the air is harder to breathe as you get higher up in the sky. I would try to climb up the mountain myself, but it's pretty far away from Kids Corner. It's all the way on the border of Nepal and Tibet in the Himalayan mountain range. That's in Asia. It's so tall that you can see India from the summit, even though it's not in India. But it's not as far as it is old, which is 60 million years. That's pretty old. And since Earth is constantly moving, the mountain is always growing. If I ever wanted to climb it, I'd want to climb before it got too tall. But I could do anything if I put my mind to it. Well, that's what I know about Mount Everest, so I guess I don't know everything. What should we do now? Oh, I know! Have you ever heard the rhyme, April showers brings May flowers? Well, it's true. After it rains in April, flowers grow in May. I bet that means it's the time of year to visit Nature Boy. Haven't seen him in months. Let's go outside and plant flowers with him.
Hey kids, today I'm with my friend Farmer Bob here.
Hey kids.
And we're gonna plant a garden. Now there's a lot of things that go into planting this garden, but first off, we have to make sure we get all these weeds out of here. So my friend here is gonna pull a couple weeds for us.
Now we have a rig. We can loosen up the dirt if that helps. But I'm gonna do it by hand, kids.
Now while he's doing that, I'm gonna try to get as much of these rocks away as I can, just so it doesn't get in the way of the soil we put on top. Now it might be easier if you get a few friends here because there's a lot of work here to do.
When you're pulling weeds, you want to make sure you get all the roots out. Otherwise, if you don't get the roots, later in the summer or spring, when your garden's blooming, you're going to have weeds growing back. And the weeds, they tend to take away the nutrients from the plants, and they can either make your plants unhealthy or they can kill off your plants, which you don't want that.
Now we're trying to get as many rocks as we can, but little rocks are okay. Guys, the next step is very important. Your parents will probably have this soil at home and get it from Home Depot or any store. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna open this bag and dump the soil on top of the soil that's already there. This soil has fresh nutrients that'll help the plants grow.
Like some help, Nature Boy?
Scissors. Make sure you guys bring out scissors so you don't cut yourself using a knife.
You might want your parents to help you with this because you don't want to cut your hand.
Alright, now we're going to dump this out on the soil. We're not using gloves, but you guys might want to bring some
See how
gloves
this
out.
soil is nice? Filled with nutrients that the plants are going to use to grow strong and healthy. Take your rake and spread it out. That's what we're going to do because we don't have gloves on.
Make sure you get it about a couple inches deep, because this is what the plants need, this soil.
Fill up your area. Depends on the size of the area your garden is going to be in. Two more bags.
Just make sure it's nice and even. When you sometimes get dirt clumps in the garden, just break them up with your rake. Just keep spreading it.
I'll grab that for you.
Here, I'll get another bag while you're. Dump that over there.
Yep.
Now it can get very hot out here while you're working. Maybe you want to bring out a water bottle to stay hydrated. I mean, I know we're both sweating out here. It's so hot, but it's a good way to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather of spring or summer and not stay inside and play video games or watch TV. And plus, in a couple of weeks when it's all done, you can either have fruit or you have a beautiful garden to enjoy.
Alright, so now once he's done spreading the soil, what we're going to do is we're going to place our seeds on top of the soil, which we chose to use wildflowers, which look very pretty. They're all different colors. So while he's doing that, I'm going to start spreading the seeds over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a handful of seeds and I'm just going to spread it lightly over the soil. We want to put down as many as we can because not all of them are going to come up. I sure do. Sorry about that. Here I have quite a big bag here, which is what we need because a lot of seeds in here needs a lot of flowers. That's right. Your parents are gonna love that.
So grab it by your house.
Maybe I can cut it.
Give them someone special. I'm sure your mom would like that.
She sure would. Alright, he's gonna finish up putting the soil down here, and I'm gonna put more seeds on top of it. And here's just one variety of wildflowers, but over here I have another bag of different wildflowers. These have different colors. These could be pink, red, blue. These got the orange, yellow. So it's all up to you. You want to mix as many as you can. How many more bags we have left? 2 more. Alright. Where'd you put the rake?
Thank you.
No problem.
Make sure when you're done using your bags that you put them in the garbage can because you don't want to leave them out. The little critter could get caught up in it and we wouldn't want that to happen. Got one more bag.
Bag? Yep. And if you guys run out of topsoil there, just go back to the store and you buy more. I'm sure your parents will be more than happy to do that for you.
Just run over to Home Depot and they've got all kinds of topsoil there. They got everything you can need for your garden.
You want to put more seeds out?
Yeah, well,
They're laying there.
let's see. I think I'm gonna use these. I like pink and purple and blue, so
That's a good choice.
yeah, they're nice colors.
When you're done with your room, make sure you lean the rake up on something so you don't step on it.
Alright, that sounds like a good idea. We should probably mix them so we have all the colors together.
Good idea. Now guys, after we're done putting the seeds down, what we want to do is take a rake and lightly rake in our seeds. This allows the seeds to be in the nice soft moist soil, so then they'll start to grow. Now guys, what I would normally do is I'd have a watering can out here, and I would make sure I water all my flowers. But I just got word that it's supposed to rain today, so I don't want to overwater them. So I'm going to let the rain take care of what's going on here, and it's going to water the flowers. And after that, give it a few weeks, and you should have some pretty nice flowers.
My hands are all dirty, Nature Boy.
What do you say, we go inside and clean up?
I said that's a good idea, but first, Naptime Nanny has a story for you guys, I think, right?
Alright, well, why don't we head on inside and take a look at that? Alright,
Alright.
see you kids.
Hey kids, I'm so excited you came to visit me this month. Since it's May and beautiful out, I bet reading is the last thing on your mind. But next time, why don't you try reading outside? It's so relaxing. Anyway, a great thing about May is Mother's Day, and I thought there'd be no better way to celebrate Mother's Day than to read with you some stories written by the most famous mother of all time, Mother Goose. Luckily, I have a book of her nursery rhymes, and I'm going to read you all my favorites. First, we'll read Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Then up Jack got, and off did trot, as fast as he could caper, to old Dame Dob, who patched his knob with vinegar and brown paper. I also have another nursery rhyme I'd like to read called Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men cannot put Humpty Dumpty together again. And this is one of my favorites. It's called Three Blind Mice. Three blind mice, see how they run. They all ran after the farmer's wife, who cut off their tails with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a thing in your life as three blind mice? Another rhyme that I really like, and is actually kind of funny, is called The Cat and the Fiddle. So, The Cat and the Fiddle. Hey, diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed, see such a sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. And lastly, this one has to do with an old woman. It's called There Was an Old Woman. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread. She whipped them all soundly and put them to bed. So those are some of my favorite rhymes that you can read outside or even to your mother for Mother's Day. So it was really great for you to all come in, and I think that this May you should all go outside and read your favorite book. Bye, kids.
Welcome back, kids. I hope you had fun listening to Naptime Nanny's reading. I have been busy as a bee in the kitchen getting ready for today's snack, but it's a little bit messy, so I'm just going to explain it to you. First, let's talk about the holiday. May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. Cinco means 5 in Spanish, and Mayo means May. And the reason I'm telling you this is because Cinco de Mayo is a Mexican holiday. I'm no Mexican, but everybody can celebrate Cinco de Mayo because there's always great comida, which means food in Spanish, and música, which is music in Spanish. It's a celebration of a small Mexican army winning a battle against a large French army in 1862. But it's actually celebrated more in the United States than in Mexico itself. It celebrates Mexican heritage and pride for Mexican Americans. So that is why today we are ending the show with a fiesta. A fiesta is a party in Spanish. We're making quesadillas. To try this yourself, you will need 2 tortillas, shredded cheese, lettuce, tomato, and sour cream. First, put 1 tortilla on a plate, and then sprinkle your cheese on it. Now, there's a lot of different places you can go from there. You can put the other tortilla right on top and microwave it, or you could add more toppings. Both are delicious. So let's say you could put lettuce on, and then maybe tomatoes and sour cream. Now, you would have so many toppings that you could fold it up and eat it like a taco if you wanted. And then we'd have an extra tortilla. And what would we do with that? I know! We'll poke holes in it to make a face mask. Ever done that? All you have to do is hold it up to your face and poke little holes in it for your eyes and your mouth, and it's a wonderful mask to play with. And then you can eat it. Well, wow. I can't believe this magical show is already coming to an end. I learned so much, and I hope that you did too. Remember how earlier I wanted May to end so that summer could come? Well, today I learned that May is a great month. And now I wish it could last longer. I still want to go to the beach and learn more about Everest and eat more Mexican food and plant flowers. I guess it just goes to show you that each month is great in its own special way. I'll see you guys next time on a very special, unique episode. Or our summer session might come to help you. Till then, I'm Sam. Adios! Why don't you stop by the pound on your way out? Bye, kids!
This is Brady. He was left behind when his owner moved out of the apartment. He's extremely sweet and lovable. He, had a little injury, so he went to the veterinarian to get all fixed up, and he's feeling much better now. But we just love him. He's turned out to be a real sweet cat. He's a boy. He's a boy kitty, and he's probably about 3 years old. I just named her Zoe because she's only been here for a couple of days. She was picked up alone as a stray and wandering around a neighborhood. And she's still adjusting, but she's very, very sweet. And we just think she's beautiful. She's got very unusual markings and a beautiful blue eye. Yeah. So she's just very sweet. She's also a pit bull. And she's probably about 4 years old, and she's a girl. So in a few more days after we get her to the vet, then she'll be looking for a new home. So we hope that she finds a nice family. Right?
We have lots of nice kitties, and it would be really nice if you came in to see them and maybe take one home or 2.
If you're interested in adopting a pet, please call the Red Off Animal Shelter. The number is on the screen. Kids, have a great day.